and saying hi. So my name is Ellen Woodbridge and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. So I create cards and other home paper crafting projects. Sorry, words are escaping me at the moment. Hey Deborah, thanks for joining. So I sell the products that I use, and I'm here to give you inspiration, be a creative coach, and help you use the supplies you have, or help you to discover some new supplies that you can purchase from me. If you're in Australia, if you're in another country and you don't have a demonstrator, I can help you out with that. So please just send me a message or ask here and someone should be able to help you. So today I am still showing you our designer series papers. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get around to all the designer series papers before they stop being on sale, because they're on 15% sale up until the 2nd of August. But today I said we used In Good Taste last Friday, which is this set here, very, very versatile double set of designer series papers. So you get double the pages that you do in our other sets, and it's already been around for a catalogue and has been renewed for another catalogue, and I said I would grab it out and make a card just using it, because we used it as a supporting partner on last Thursday's card. Hey Sylvia, hey Monica, hey Mel, are you on a break? I'm glad that you're giving me time on your break from online learning. That's awesome. Love you lots. So along with the In Good Taste paper, I've grabbed out my Art in Bloom stamp set, and I have also grabbed out the die set with the hybrid embossing folder. I am yet to use the hybrid embossing folder, so please tell me someone owns it, because I may need some tips and tricks, because I haven't looked at anyone using it, and we'll be using it together for the first time. How's that for being bold and brave? So why not give you my tips and tricks. Hey Maureen, thanks for joining. And I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late. There were a couple of swimming finals at the Olympics that the Australians were medal contenders for. We won, which was the women's backstroke. We won gold, which was awesome. Very exciting. And the other one we did not medal, but I had to watch to see, because he was swimming in lane 3, which is just outside the premier lanes. Hey Kate, thanks for joining. I'm just going to clean up here now that I've moved my laptop. I'm going to make some noise and pop away some of our logs. Hey Mr. Linda, how are you? So I've got our 3-4 products. I am going to flick us around. I'll show you the designer series paper, wrangling some cords. I should do this before you guys come on, but today, because I was running late because I was watching the Olympics, I just wanted to get here and say hi, so you can deal with my little bit of not being organised for you guys. And just let me get up my second screen here. Now, just pre-warning you, I'm going to sound weird when I walk and turn off my light. This morning I've picked up brand new shoots from my podiatrist, so I'm a bit more clumpy than normal is the only way I can describe it. Hey Miss J, I can't remember if I just said hello to you, so I will say hello to you again. Everyone's on their lunch break today. This is awesome. And Australia just won gold. So, you know, I'm happy. I'm a bit of a sport fiend. I'm generally banned from watching sport in my house because I may barrack for people a bit too loudly. Yes, well, clumpy's right, because I make a clomp clomp sound with my shoes. So I thought that was an accurate description. That looks pretty straight. We're all good. I'll go do my clomps. Exactly. And we got a gold and an Olympic record. She was a hair's breadth off a world record, which was very exciting. My tears may have welled up in my eyes. I'm a bit of a tragic, I think, because a lot of those sports are out of my realm. Mind you, when I went to the chiropractor yesterday, her and I used to play basketball together as teenagers. So we were having a chat. Oh, I missed that, Mel, because I was out this morning. I knew you'd be watching the hockey. Yes, the women did well yesterday in the hockey as well. So is that just the normal rounds of hockey, Mel, or is it we're nowhere near finals yet, are we? Hey, Margine. Sorry, we're gonna have some Olympic talk today, so I do apologise if you're not into sport. But you know, Aussies are amazing and awesome, and for our population, we are doing very well in the medal tally, which is always good to see. Good to see. Hey, Cheryl. So Cheryl's popped in and she's not talking to me. Fine, Cheryl. I'll remember that next time I'm talking to you on Zoom. Cheryl and I were caught up over the weekend and we were being a bit cheeky together. So I am going through this paper, grabbing out the scraps that I've got here, and I think I kind of like this. I've always called it like a gesso oil painting bit. I really love this piece of paper. So I'm channeling pinks today. See, I like this knit. And I also like this textile going around the pink route. So I just want to grab some things. I don't want to go like I'm kind of not wanting to go down the hardwoods or anything like that. I'm looking to make a softer, more feminine card because I'm assuming you guys are really comfortable. Yeah, normal rounds. Men and ladies 2 wins. Yes, they just did. That's correct, Maureen. Yeah, because wood grains are a little bit easier to use in this set because you can use them for masculine. I showed you how to use them for our Christmas projects, but I just wanted to grab out some of these patterns that you may look at and go, how the hell am I going to use that? And we're going to use them today. Hello, Miss Angie. These tiles are also really nice, but I don't think we're quite going there today. But I must, and see, you've got this really nice blue. Oh, I may have a scrap of that. Maybe. Just let me have a look through, or I've almost lost them all. My little scrap, no, it's the other one. So I may grab out this blue one as well because I kind of like blue and pink always go so well together. So I'm just grabbing out some things I might like to use. We may not use them all. Hey, Maureen. Hey, Myrtle. So we've already grabbed that one out. Tiles on the other side. They're probably a bit too dark for where I'm going. Once again, another tile. That's a bit heavy, but great for a masculine card or just to give texture. I'm touching it like it is texture, but it's a smooth piece of paper. You've got like a slate, not like the slate on my floor though. I have more this coloured slate on my floor. I don't have this. Love this wood grain, that rustic wood grains. Amazing. And then you've got your hexagonals. We've got this one. We've got the tile from my bathroom. Well, this is scattered within my feature tile. And then we've just got more of a white paint. Okay, I think I've grabbed out what I would like to use. So the rest of it can go in, but they're all the patterns. It's an amazing pack of paper, and it is 15% off at the moment. But seriously, it is, you can always, if you need that odd neutral piece of paper, I can guarantee you're going to be able to find a coordinating piece in here because it goes with all the papers. Oh, you're actually talking to me now, Cheryl. Oh, you are talking. Sorry, I missed your, oh my God, I'm talking at the top. Hello, Miss Lisa. Oh, you hate talking sports, but you're obsessed with the Olympics. How interesting is that? Thank you for sharing, Mr. Linda. That is very interesting, Lisa. I just love all sports. I can even sit there and watch like lawn bowls. I think that's very interesting. One of my girls, we were friends. One of my friends who I used to go to high school with, she played lawn bowls when we were in high school. Oh, because Cheryl and I were being very cheeky. Cheryl may not have been on my birthday card list, even though she gave me her address, and it may have been her birthday on the weekend, and she may not have got a card from me, which is why she's probably wasn't talking to me for a very short period over the weekend. So that's the long and the short about it. Oh, I love that you guys love Olympics. That's awesome. Okay, hybrid embossing folder. I think I just want to use thanks for making me happy. I think I've already decided on that, and I'll use that in this, which means we have to make a landscape card, which is fine, no issues with that. I do want to use this die. I don't think I want to do much stamping. I think I really want to use the die and the beautiful embossing folder. So it's a line art embossing folder, and apparently we can cut and emboss with this, apparently, at the same time, apparently. So I need someone to help me here. That is so true. I'll listen to you, but I may not want to hear you. That is exactly correct. Okay, so it must go that way, which means, it does lock in too. So, which means it must need to lock in on this side. Now, I am thinking, see, it doesn't lock in on that side, so that's going to be interesting. Because you can't, yeah, it's all good. All very nice. Sorry, Maureen. You can tell hey Brenton, you can tell we've spoken a lot in the past. Apparently not, Jamie. I'm still waiting. Does anyone own this? I'm still kind of waiting to hear. I think I'm going to use just some pattern paper. Not some pattern paper. We don't even sell pattern paper. We sell designer series paper. My word. Sorry, trying to grab out. What am I grabbing here? Oh, that's thick Whisper White. That's not going to help me. I want normal Whisper White. Thank you. Oh, you'd think I'd know where all my stuff is. So this is kind of what, I don't know how this lines up. It fits in the folder. Okay. But the thing I kind of don't get, hang on, I'm going to need to set up my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. We're just doing this and it's going to work, or I'm going to wreck something and I'll just replace it. That was scrap paper. We have Miss Louisa on the floor here, so I'm having to roll around her pretty little paws and face here. Right. My plates are being very well used at the moment. I didn't replace this plate all that long ago, to tell you the truth. Okay, so, what am I doing? I'm embossing. So what I need is to take out this and this and this, and I need my 3D embossing folder, which is sorry Louisa, I'm so sorry for waking you up. Down your hop. Okay, for 3D embossing we use this. It says with 3D embossing folders you use 1, 2 and 3. Bye Louisa, sorry. That's what you get for doing that. She's gone now because I scared the crap out of her. I stamp then tape it. Yeah, well, I'm not stamping, so that's, I want to do a bit of colouring with blends. That's what I'm thinking. Dies do cut the cutting mats. I'm struggling to understand how they don't cut the folder. Yeah, fair enough, Jeremy. I stamp then take the image down with washi before you die cut. Use the number 4 plate. So I've got the number 4 plate. Right. Let's get this lined up. See, it doesn't lock in on this side. But that's okay. We can use our eyes lined up. Because I'm then planning that I may be able to use the outside piece of paper later. Because I will have all that pretty embossing and cutting. I actually need to go this way. We're just praying, guys. Just pray for me, please. Okay, it's making all the right sounds. Ooh, nice, Angie. Okay. Well, I've got a 17-year-old's. It worked. Oh my God, it worked. I've got a 17-year-old on Friday. We'll be in lockdown. And they don't know what they want to do, which is making it very hard for this mama to work out. It worked. Look at those beautiful white flowers. Oh my God. Okay, it worked. Okay, there is, in answer to your question, Jamie, whoops. Okay, put this back on here. There is a cut line on the folder, but I can't say that it's deep because these are our thick folders. It's, no, there is a cut line, but it's not particularly deep, but that worked. So for someone who knew the premise of how this worked but hadn't actually done it, I did it. Oh, I know, they're gorgeous, aren't they? Oh, very good. Very good. It is really cool clout. Look, I like to scare myself and do things live with you guys. So just to prove it can be done. Okay, so finish with that for the moment. I know I want to stamp a sentiment, but we'll get there kind of thing. Okay, I'm just going to pop all that to the side. Oh, those pieces of paper that fell on the ground, I'm actually going to need. So I'll definitely be using our brushes to work out what to add colour to these. Actually, what is the pink in this set? In Good Taste, grey granite, petal pink. That colour doesn't exist anymore. So we're looking at petal pink, which is a really pretty light pink. It's more of a peach, and you can't really see the colour it is because that has faded. I don't know, Jamie. Do you? When I bring it back out to cut, I'll run it. Remind me to run it through, and we'll see if the cut line affects the just plain embossing. I know, and I didn't buy the one in the upcoming catalogue because I have quite enough from the upcoming catalogue, but I thought I've got this, so let's get to it. Now, I'm looking at this one going, this is vanilla, and I've just cut in white. So I'm going to discount this piece even though I really like it, and it reminds me of being snuggly and warm in a nice jumper. It's not actually very cold today. It's beautiful in the sun. So we're going to, I may even be discounting this one because I've got more of the petal pink in this one. Look at me. Okay, so what's on the back of this one? I could use, because I love that herringbone marble tile. That's really pretty. I'm kind of digging the blue. Okay, so let's colour these. Just checking. In Good Taste. No, it's definitely petal pink. Okay, I want to find my pink. That's purplish. I just want to see if I have like a pink handle. No, that is definitely my pink handle. Right, or my blending brush. I know the tile is beautiful. See, I'd do my bathroom totally differently if I did it now. Not that my bathroom needs renovating because we spent a crap load of money. Oh, and I had to laugh going back to the Olympics when they were interviewing the Australian girl. She dropped the F-bomb during the interview with our local broadcaster. I was there for it. I loved it. So, yes, I was quite amused and went, you go girl. You be your true authentic self. I want to see your bathroom in person one day, Jamie. One day when we can actually visit each other might be a good thing. Yes, that is a really good way to store them. Unfortunately, we don't sell those boxes anymore, which is a shame. Okay, so just going in, picking up, and just adding colour in no particular way other than just rubbing it on. Where's that paper? Well, it's not going directly on top of that paper. I am thinking I'm going to stop there. I'm going to switch to Blushing Bride. This is way too peach. I mean, this is peach, but it's a peachy pink. But I think I definitely want Blushing Bride because this is more of a pink. And Blushing Bride is right on top of it. Applying some makeup to the, yes, I'm applying makeup to the die cuts. So because it's already got raised edges, oh, that is so much better. It's a dirty pink, but it's not a peach pink. It picks up differently, and I'm kind of liking, I'm going to go in with a yellow or some other colour for the inside. So I've just left that inside piece as it is. So that's a mix of the two colours. Let's just, and you can go as light or as dark as you want. And I don't know if I'm using all three of these or not, but I am colouring all three. I'm apparently going quite dark because that's what I'm doing. You know, I need to even up the darkness. That'll do. So I like the white on the inside. So you can see now the colour difference between these two. This one definitely has a peachy undertone, where this one is definitely more like the paper. Although, does the peachy undertone work? Actually, the peachy undertone works, but I'm not going to get that back out now because we've been there and done that. So any yellow suggestions for, or flower centre suggestions colour-wise would be great, because I have absolutely no idea how the layout of this card, other than I've picked the papers, the stamp set, and the embossing folder. I know, Jamie, I know. I haven't seen my parents in 5 weeks. I know, just one would look good, but we'll see. I may use two. I may use one underneath and one as a pop. Like one underneath and then one as a focal point. So I've got options here. I've got my 3. So, yeah, well, I do technically have a different flower because that's peachy. Hopefully you're getting lots of videos of your great nephew. Okay, because we're in the Subtles family, I'm just going to grab So Saffron and I'm going to look at my brushes again. I think that's my yellow one. Yes, that is my yellowy orange one. It looks more orange because I've recently just used, well, I have no yellow, so I love yellow as a pop colour. So I don't want a blue flower centre, although blue and pink are lovely together and that's what we're using. I'm not necessarily a fan. Hang on. Just let me make sure. Yeah, I went a bit on the flower as well. So be very, very careful and just dab it. That looks good. That one doesn't look bad. I might just see if I can tone that down with the pink that is left. Yeah, just adding a hint of yellow. Just get rid of the excess off here. So let me grab this again and let me tone that down. That toned down quite nicely. It's less yellow, but just that tinge of yellow finishes that off. So they are coloured. Oh, yeah. It's just a sign of the world. Thank God for good internet, or decent enough internet to be able to FaceTime and video call and send videos and do all of those things. Yes, Jamie, I was actually thinking I haven't used Wink in a while the other day, and you came to my brain going, Jamie hasn't been on here, so I haven't been using Wink as much. Okay, so just put my blending brushes, and what I'm going to do right now is grab out the Wink. So it's on my desk and I need to use it. I'm thinking we may use this piece as a full background, or at least a card front, because I think it's very pretty. So, and then I can maybe even use the So Saffron, or what blue would this be? So this is actually, they're saying Night of Navy, but I'm thinking even Misty Moonlight may look good with this. I could have used a cotton bud. I did think of that after I'd already made the mess on the first one. But yes, a cotton bud is a great idea, but titch too late, Joe. I love your work, but seriously, you've got to be up with this, straight on it. Okay, so finished with that one. Oh, see, I love this. Oops. I am actually thinking, even though I love, love, love this, I think I want to use the tile. I think I do. Oh, that's right. We're going landscape, aren't we? Haha. Forgot we were going landscape. Ooh. Hopefully this fits the whole thing. Yes, it does. So maybe I want to stamp the sentiment on the like gouache side, or the gessoed side. Although it's not gessoed, it's like a thick oil. Yes, okay, I am going to use the tile, but I'm thinking I may want to stamp the sentiment on this with the flagged ends, because who doesn't love a flag end? Sorry, reading the messages. You girls crack me up, seriously. No. Cheryl, Jamie doesn't quite get the adjust my glasses. So, Jamie, think of the finger that I use to adjust my glasses. That's what Cheryl's implying. And then I'll wait for the giggle. Was that even straight in my cutter? No, it was not. Oh no, I just created jaggy ends. Gotcha, right. Everyone that knows me and sees me adjust my glasses knows what Cheryl's talking about. Okay, so 7 is 1, 2, 3.5. So 1, 2, 3.5. Just trying to get my ratios right, guys. So where is this piece? So I'm kind of digging this, except for that bodgy edge. Kind of digging this. I'm just going to go ahead with this piece and stamp the sentiment. Hello, Miss Nicole Wilson. How are you? Okay, so I suppose we want to use, I'm thinking this Misty Moonlight, even though it says it's Night of Navy, I want to go a titch lighter, and I'm pretty sure I want to use my Stampin' So Kelly loves us, hey Jay, because I think being such a fine sentiment, it will be smart to use the Stamparatus so I can stamp the sentiment a few times and then die cut it, and while we're there we'll do that second lot of embossing to see if the cut line comes out. Okay, rightio. This does not need to be straight, but see, I kind of want, I kind of want it up there because I don't want the super dark bits, but I want a hint of that blue. So stick that down, take the manufacturing film off, or you know, whatever, with our finger, put our piece of paper back beautifully in the corner, add our magnet. Oh, nice. Yes, I will bone fold that edge down, Anita. Yes, I'd already thought that in my head. Yes, you do love me bunches. I love your bunches too, Miss Cheryl. Looks like more than a giggle. Sorry. Right. I think even Clout gets it. And yeah, we just like having a bit of fun. Okay, so just not too much pushing, maybe except for the start of that thanks. That looks good, but I do want another couple of layers are just going to make that sentiment pop and sing. So see how even with two, that is really just, that's really just popping. And we're going to do one more. What is this kind of folding? Oh, the bone folder is what I use when I am reinforcing my, excuse me, frog in my throat, when I'm reinforcing my card bases, but I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. I'm really, really, really happy with that stamping. So that was 3 stamps, and you can see the progression from the first to last. I wasn't pushing too hard because that would have made the lines too thick, but I was just making sure that I had even stamping. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. Where are my skizzers? My skizzers are here. Okay. Right. Just going to close that down, put it to the side, and I will clean that run. So we had a bit of a, now, can you see how that edge has a lip on it? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my bone folder and literally just press along that lip. That lip is not quite gone, but it's majority gone. David, could I have my water bottle, please? Thanks. I left my water bottle in the car, but you can see now I haven't got that lip on the edge because I've pressed it down. And there's no lip on that side. It was because I had to do that second cut. Yeah, there you go, Clout. Happy to explain. Okay, what I want to do, just because we're... Yes, it is, Star. Don't need that. Don't need those. I need that. I need this. And I need the folder with a piece of paper. Just getting myself all organised. Right. So, because I've got all my embossing plates on the top, we'll do the embossing first and see if we get that line from the embossing folder. Now, you could colour this whole embossed background with our blending brushes. Look, it won't be perfect, but you'd get that hint of colour on all our pieces. So you could do different greens for the leaves, different colours for the flowers, always with our embossing folders, spine first. Because if you go the open side first, it puts pressure on the spine and can cause the spine to crack and the embossing folder to be two pieces rather than one. No, David actually needs Ventolin, but you know, I wasn't going to yell that out during the video. Okay, so I've got my cutting plates, I've got my cutting base, I've got, helps if I actually set it up properly. Nicole said it sounds like you need a drink too, because you were coughing.
Full barrel's just there.
Huh?
Full barrel's just there.
Oh, do you want to come closer and just say that?
I just said the port barrel's just there, so I guess I can.
Go enjoy a glass of port. It's not as if you're driving anywhere. Right. Okay. Nick just went, woohoo! It sounds so much better when you say it than when you type it, Nick. Okay, right. Crank this through. Right, done. That looks very pretty. See, that blue looks lovely on there. The grey, the blue, the pink. Put the die back on the sheet so we don't lose it. Not that I've actually lost dies. So I'm finished with this. We're coming together fairly well. From someone who had, oh, I did the embossing folder. I'll just put this all away and then we'll open the embossing folder and see if we can see any line. Okay, Miss J. There is, because it'd be on, no, there's no line at all, Jamie. That's on the back side. So that's where the line would be, and there is absolutely no cutting line. So that's just the embossing folder. And then that's that one. So you could cut some flowers or even stamp some of the flowers and then pop them up on dimensionals, or you can use these and cut them out and pop them up on dimensionals and use that. Or you could, I wonder if you can use the leaf die to do the hybrid cut with any of the leaf dies. I'm just going to check that. Look, no, I got it the wrong way around though. Yep, you could also do the hybrid cutting with this, just this one leaf. You couldn't do it together, you'd have to do it separately from the flowers, but you could do that too because that's the only full leaf. besides this long skinny one which we don't have a die for. There you go. Yes, of course it was stuck on the bottom of your Stamparatus, Anita. That's where all magnetic things goes. Or my my magnet ends up on my IKEA carts. Oh, he will, Lorraine. He's actually not going to have one because he's still working. But yes, it is a port barrel. Got it for his first Father's Day nearly 17 years ago. So that's how old and well seasoned the port barrel is. Okay, I'm thinking this needs some kind of mat under it. And I'm thinking of bringing in this blue because they look good like that, but it needs another thing. And I'm thinking we could even go vanilla because these aren't looking so white anymore because the grout isn't necessarily white. I'm just going to have a looky-see here. No, see, vanilla isn't right. It's just that is very white. Right, put that back. Just grab another card front just to check. I don't think white is quite the way to go because the grout isn't white. So do I. It's beautiful, Lorraine. I'm assuming, Lorraine, that's one thing you don't own. Lorraine's one of my, she's one of my wicked woodies. She's one of my, my team. So I don't know what she orders. Mind you, I know she orders more than me. Or she orders more often than me, let's say. I just do lots of ordering, as you guys know, at once. Sorry, I'm just grabbing out my grey granite here. Because I'm thinking that may actually make for a very elegant mat. Although that just may make for a very beautiful card base. There you go. I found my card base. I still haven't found my matte colour. Oh, David, delivery. Just a second. I think it's a 17-year-old's birthday present. It's TNT. So, yes, that's what I thought too. I went, ooh. Can you tell I've got my study door open today? Oh, not sure, but in the next order, oh, Lorraine, you crack me up. Okay, so I'm going to start making some commitments now. What do you say? His truck is right in my eye line outside the front window.
Yeah, I'm just hoping.
Hey Zim, thanks for subscribing.
That's what we think it is.
It is from. Where do I see the from?
I don't know. I'll just open the box and I'll check. I'm pretty sure it is, though. It's
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Lithium ion batteries compliance. Yeah,
That's
just put it in our wardrobe.
Turned up.
One birthday present for Friday has arrived. Mind you, it's the only one because the other one I can't do anything about at this stage. It feels like they're getting nothing, but they're big, expensive presents. Oh, hello from Denver. I will say hello from Australia. And everyone else is all around the world as well. Yes, that was my next thing, Mel. I was going to go smoky. Although they say basic grey, no, they say smokies in this too, but I just liked grey granite and these lighter pinks just go really well together. And I like I don't know what it is about grey granite. I've got to get really straight because Mel's watching me, and Mel may start having conniptions if I get stuff crooked. So, you know, I'll spend a bit of time here to appease Mel and her issues. Mel and I have known each other for 35 years. Also, no, a bit less than 35 years. But close enough that I need to look after her. She knows all the things. So I can't annoy her too much because she knows all the things. And don't you guys go in messaging her either, because I do hope she will keep all my confidences. Okay, so I got Smoky Slave. We'll see how that works. If not, I'll try the other one. You're not that old. Not quite, Mel. You're older than me, sweetheart. I'm not too enamoured. That one works better, but now do I want to pull that off the card base? Does it work, or should I have just made it all smoky slate? No chance, good. Should I have made it all smoky slate? Because I'm really, really not liking this on grey granite. Please pray for me, because this is still just tacky. I can get it off. If I make it all smoky slate, it will work much better. I did rip a little bit there, but it's only the back. And I'll make sure I put extra glue on that corner. No, it's not too much grey. I love grey, Corinne. You got to think it's going to be covered up, and I've still got the flowers to go on, so we will be balancing it out. Just trust me, Corinne. And if not, when you try and recreate this card and you don't like it, you can then use your own colours. Because I don't think the pink on the pink will work, because it's a shade of pink rather than being the true. And I don't have any Rococo Rose paper anymore because it's not a current colour. You don't want to know what I just did then, but let's just cut. You can see how crooked I just cut that card base. That's why I flicked it over, because that's really crooked. Come on, come back on. Okay, so I'm going to have to cut this in half, so then I know that this is not a proper card base. There we go. Then I can use it. I can actually use it. No, I'm not going to use it now, but I will put it in the scrap portion, so then I know it's not a perfect card base. Okay, that can go up there. That's our card base done. Good. I have my bone folder here. It's right there. And I have a gluey finger. Ooh, yeah, you. I get the pleasure of your company, and I don't quite get commission, but I earn off what you guys buy/sell. So don't stress, Lorraine. You still support me in ways you may not realise. And Mel's one of my team members as well, so we'll see if I'm influencing hers. Hello, Miss Karen. Thank you for joining. Now, I may not have as much slip now with this piece because we ripped it off the grey granite. So I'm just, of course, I couldn't put it on anywhere near straight. Oh dear word. Look away, Mel. Look away, because this is not pretty. For God's sakes. Right. Take 5,000. Feels like it, but you know. Okay. That's a titch better. I think we're just going to leave it with that and put the block on it because that needs some weight. And while that's hopefully adhering, I will do this piece. Right. The grey looks nice, thank you. Yes, when you sign people up under you, even though you're not a customer anymore, we still do get perks and opportunities to earn. I mean, you don't always do, and some months I don't earn as much as I should because I don't sell as much, but you certainly do have that. And of course, I had to line that up on the really, really jagged edge. Aha, all fixed now. Trimmer, back down. Please pray. That's good enough. Probably a bit too thin for my liking, but you know, it's done. Oh yeah, top edges are titch thin, but it's fine. It's handmade. Right, I do need, and I did forget to put a little bit extra glue under this corner because it just needs a little bit extra support. Just a dot. Okay, that's adhered beautifully now. So I'm even thinking of just, okay, do we want to go center or offset? I think I'm feeling the center because it's not going to look all very centered at the end. I'm going to put this on some dimensionals just so I can get the full look of what I want just while I'm layering it out. Oh, I know the answer to that, and that's a yes, Lorraine. Just in case she's not here, yes, she does. So I'm going to be generous. I'm going to add 4. Some people would only add like 3, but because this is a skinnier piece, I just want to support it the whole way along. And look, I just perfectly finished a liner dimensional, so that has nothing to do with it either. Okay, so flowers. I'm not sure I'm feeling the blue. I'm thinking I need to add some more touches of blue, but that's okay. So I know this one has the yellow on it, but what I kind of want to do is pop this over. And then I know I've got some blue gems that will work really, really well. Are we thinking just one flower? Because I think that's the biggest flower. I think one flower, and we just want a titch more showing at the bottom. I think one flower is like more than enough. And then I can pop these aside for another project. Oh, it's in the boot of your car. Still. Oh my God. Okay, so let me find those blue gems. They are the holiday gems. So they've got like, oh, they're right here. Whoops. They've got shaded spruce, pool party, cherry cobbler, crushed curry, and the night of navy, which I think will tone in well, because we do need that little bit more blue. So they're not the colours that I'm after. But these are very, very versatile, especially for Christmas projects, because these are a lot of projects we use at Christmas time. But yes, okay, so let's get rid of this scrap. Let's do some more gluing down. So kind of going stage by stage, but sometimes this is just how a card has to come together. Okay. I'm very glad I changed the card base colour to the two matching greys. Otherwise, I think my head would be kind of exploding by now. And it's not, so hey, he's winning. Winning at all the things. Now, I could colour my own gems as well, but these are pretty close. Actually, they're not. I'm going to have to colour my own gems because they are too blue for this muted blue. So that's okay. I've shown you that these are a good option. They just particularly don't work for right now. So this thing gives me the option to do pearls, because I think pearls will work much nicer with this scheme actually. Okay, glue. So just be aware when when we're gluing this down, to pop your glue on the bits that are sticking up, because they're your contact points. Rather than these depressed bits, they're not going to stick because they're depressed. Obviously not clinically depressed, because we're doing a craft project after all. Okay, so let me see if I can make an educated guess and grab out Night of Navy. There. I want misty moonlight, dark misty moonlight. So we've already spoken about my love of colouring these in, and you can see almost everyone on this sheet I have coloured in. So I definitely want, oh, see, that blue is so much nicer. It's more of a soft navy. I don't know how to explain this blue. It's just more muted. It's so, so, so pretty. Don't think I want to use the super big ones. Just want to use this one. So that's 3. I'll colour 3 and see how I go. Oh, Jamie, you haven't told me. Just some lines of wink just to accentuate these lines on the flower. So just a hint. I do hope these will show up, and a titch in the middle. So we've done our winking. So let's see if I can catch this in the light. So it just gives that flower a titch of a highlight. So hopefully that showed up. I have to be patient with my self-clout, otherwise I wouldn't be able to broadcast. There you go, and I'll mute myself. I don't know how that unmute never came up. Yes, crafting is keeping us all sane, although I haven't been crafting a lot. My mojo is kind of not there, but I need to make a birthday card for said 17-year-old, and I need to make something else for them as well, but I don't want to say it out loud in case they happen to be having big ears and listening. So I just want to cover up this edge, just because it would look weird if there was a titch of it showing through. And then that gives us the opportunity to use some of our pearls underneath as well as on top. So you see what I mean? Now we've got it together. The misty moonlight looks like it's the odd man out. Use my, whoops, take my ruler out at the same time, not what I wanted. Take your pick tool. And just. I'm thinking, I didn't want to use anything too big because that flower isn't super huge. Like in comparison, I didn't want to overwhelm that flower. So using odd numbers, I'm looking at using 2 more down here. Just tell me what you think of these pearls. I think pearls were the right way to go. I think the bling bling wouldn't have worked. Okay. Okay, one there. Okay. Now I need opinions. Are we done? I think we're done, but I'd love opinions. Although I could have put them further out here. Now that I'm looking at it, oh, I can't. Yeah, I can't. It's okay. Hindsight's 20/20. ribbon? Where would you put the ribbon? Because I already would have put ribbon on. So I'm not sure where the ribbon would go. That's a little better. Just brings your eye right over. Love colouring the pearls. They are so versatile. That's why I love that we always have a selection of neutral coloured embellishments. So I do have a titch of blue there, but it's nothing too bad. Just want it further down. That's a bit better. Yeah, I'm not totally 1000% happy, but it's done. Helps if I put the right end in. Okay. And the only ribbon I have that would possibly work is our white crinkle ribbon, which is this one. So I'm not quite sure that the white would work because it'd be a bit stark. Just looking at options so Karen can see. Although I do have a denim ribbon that would work. But once again, I'm not sure that I need anything because I got bling bling. All the pattern paper. Do you like the way I've used the pattern paper today? I've tried to do some different things with them. So we've actually used, well, two pieces of paper because these two are the A and the B side. And then we used this one. I can, Karen, that is definitely something you could do. I'm just not sure how I would use it, like where I would use it, but definitely an option. Okay, so let's bring in everything we have used today. I'm not going to bring in the paper because the paper's on the card. So we've used the Art in Bloom stamp set, the Bloom, and so the Bloom dies, and the hybrid embossing folder, which we found you can cut and then emboss, and there's nothing in the way of that. We used our pearls. We used our Stampin' blends in Misty Moonlight, and we have our card. So thank you for joining me today. Next, on Thursday, I plan on using In the Wild, possibly. Just having a look what I haven't used. Did I use Beauty of the Earth with you? We've used Sweet Symmetry. We've used You're the Peach. I haven't used Bloom Where You're Planted, but I have used Bloom Where You're Planted. So I'm thinking Pansy Petals or In the Wild. Because In the Wild, oh, no problems, Jane, no problems. In the Wild is a bit underrated. I have done a set of cards in all the cards that I showed you in the box last night. There is a set of In the Wild cards in there. So I'm trying to think, did I share Beauty of the Earth with you recently? I know I've used it in a set of cards, but we may whip out Beauty of the Earth and do a masculine card. No, I haven't. Look, I'm going to change my mind completely. Do Beauty of the Earth on Friday, Thursday rather. And what is the date next Tuesday? Next Tuesday is the 3rd. So that'll be the start of all the new catalogue stuff. So how about I show you some of the other projects that I made within the world, and we use Beauty of the Earth next week. Okay, we've used Beauty of the Earth on Thursday. No problems. Oh, well, it wasn't me, so it mustn't have been very important, Jamie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We toyed with adding some, I'll show you close up. We toyed with adding some ribbon, but I'd had everything stuck down. We added the wink as instructed. I did add the wink. So that is on there. So I think we covered everything. It is. It worked well. Just that little pop of blue I made work with the pearls and the Stampin' Blends marker. Yay, wink! And it was funny. I really did only think of it the other night. So thank you for joining me on this epic journey for one card. But we had fun, and I will go back to watching the Olympics while I get all the links and everything done and a photo of this done. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a good couple of days and come back on Thursday my time at midday and we will make a masculine card. Have a great couple of days, guys.